What's up, you guys? Thank you for visiting Build in Motion. It's Inauguration Day. This video is not going to be about the presidency. It's not about politics or any of that stuff. In fact, this video I thought of just last second, and it's going to be pretty fun. So this video is going to be about all the reasons, or mainly one reason, why you and I should never ever run for presidency. Yes, you heard it. This is why you should never run for presidency. In fact, most presidents actually admit that this surprising rule or law is one of the worst parts about running the country, as well as after their presidency. So let's get on with the show. Let's tell you what it's all about, and you make the decision for yourself. Because if you have that small inclination as a car enthusiast to ever run for president, you might want to reconsider.
By now, you're probably wondering, what in the world am I talking about? What does this have to do with a car channel? And where am I going with this? So there are 5 everyday things that no U.S. president is allowed to do while in office, and some of them even when they're not in office anymore. So let's go over them real fast and then tie it all into cars. Let's go down the list real fast. As US President, you will never be able to have a normal phone call or even video chat with any of your friends. Today, we would just pick up our cell phones and call our friends without a thought. But as President of the United States, you would have to notify the Secret Service first, and it will only be allowed over a secured line. Going to the movie theaters as president is not an option. Not that today we have that option because of the pandemic. Maybe some states do, but it's just still not the same. Going out to dinner is going to be complicated. If you want to go to dinner, you need to get the Secret Service to actually secure the restaurant. So forget going to a fast food restaurant, and the experience at a regular restaurant is not going to be the same. As president, you will not be able to attend your children's performances or sporting events. Reason being, the amount of security that the Secret Service will have to prepare makes this pretty much impossible to do.
Now you might be asking yourself, why? What does this have to do with driving cars? What does this have to do with the Lamborghinis, with the Ferraris? What does this have to do with the Corvettes? What does this have to do with any of what you're talking about? So let me tell you, let me show you, in fact, the reason this all ties in is because as a car enthusiast, you will not be allowed as president during your presidency and for the rest of your life. You will not be allowed to actually drive in the open road. Crazy, huh? That is a law that's in place. The Secret Service will be driving you for the rest of your life.
Alright, so let's dig deep into this for a second. Gone are the days where you get into your dream car, back it out of your garage, and take it out for a ride in your favorite backcountry roads. You won't even be allowed to get in your car, take a trip out to Sonoma or to Napa, and explore all the beautiful wineries that are out there. For some of you, however, being a president in this situation may not be a bad idea after all. I mean, you hop in the Secret Service vehicle, they take you through the back roads of Napa, and you can have as many drinks as you want. Now, what if you want to create that first memory of taking a child in their very first sports car? Nope, no can do, ain't gonna happen.
Josh's first time in a Corvette. Here, hold the camera all over the
You can't see me up there.
Oh, now we can see you. So I want you to explain how it feels to be in this car.
Oh, Jesus! Scary, kind of. It's cool. It's amazing. No. Help me, please. That's so cool, but also scary at the same time. It's amazing when it's scary. At the same time, it's terrifying. I'm looking at myself instead of the camera.
It's amazing,
It's crazy.
scary, and terrifying.
Yes, I'm looking at myself.
But do you like it?
It's cool.
You could never do something as simple as drive your Jeep or your van or your truck to the grocery store to pick up some food. You would have to have the Secret Service with you at all times, anytime you want to leave the house. They are right there with you. I mean, hey, I'm sure there's perks to that. I'm sure it'd be fun to some degree that you always have somebody driving you around and you're in a armored vehicle and you've got bulletproof glass and all that stuff. But is that worth the trade-off? I mean, not for me. You couldn't go to the doctors. You couldn't go to the park. I mean, there are so many things that you can't do that maybe today we take for granted, but you wouldn't be able to do it during presidency or after presidency. I mean, that already comes with the territory. Your life changes drastically once you become president, because now you've become a target. You've also become a superstar. You've become an idol in some people's eyes, or you've become an enemy in other people's eyes. It just depends on your character. But I think no matter what, some people are gonna like you, some people are gonna hate you. But the biggest downside of it all is you will not be able to drive in the open road on your own ever. That's like a nightmare to me. I can't fathom that.
Could you imagine, as president, you won't even be allowed to go to a Cars and Coffee or a car meet event?
It's almost as nice as my yellow vest.
As president, you're going to be pretty wealthy. However, will there be any point in ever starting a car collection?
The first highly famous person that comes to my mind that I know would never run for presidency would be Jay Leno himself. That guy owns like 1,000 cars. He has a huge passion for vehicles. He has a huge passion for driving in the open road. He's got a lot of Corvettes, a lot of classic cars. He's got all sorts of cars. Look at his collection on YouTube. It's crazy. I could tell you, he would never ever run for president. And maybe that's one of the things that caused him to never run for president. Maybe. Who knows? Who else is out there that you guys know of that would never run for presidency because of this rule? Comment below.
Oh yeah, what about your dream of having matching cars and a his and hers license plate? Well, forget that one too. Well, I guess one of the things that you can do as president is take your car to a racetrack. But as usual, you will have to follow rules. And you will have the Secret Service along with you. Now think about this. You'll never be allowed to drive a Lamborghini in the open road, not an Alfa Romeo, definitely not a McLaren, and forget driving a Ferrari in the open road. Will you ever experience opening a vertical door?
We're in the McLaren. This car is hella nice.
Will you ever experience driving a supercar? People, you ever experience the thrill of driving a mid-engine vehicle? And what about the fun in slamming your passenger in their seat? Nope, you're definitely going to miss out on all the fun in having a sports car.
What do you think? Comment down below. If you run for president, you will never be able to drive that Corvette. You'll never be able to drive your Jeep. You'll never be able to drive your minivan, your Toyota, your Prius, none of it, unless you have a big old piece of land and you want to just drive on your private land. That's about the extent of what you can do. Oh, and of course you can also drive on the track. So unless that doesn't bother you, go ahead and run for presidency. I had a lot of fun making this video. I actually never knew that this rule existed, but think about it. You know, presidents have a fear for their life during presidency and until the rest of their days. So I get why the rule's in place. It's in place to protect them, right? Because at any point, somebody could pull up to them in traffic, drag them out of their driver side car. Hold on. Never a good sight when you see fire trucks in Northern California. But anyways, they could be dragged out of their car while they're driving and they can be kidnapped. So I get why the rule is in place, but hey, I love driving. I have a passion for driving. I could never ever run for presidency if it means that I cannot drive my Corvette. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please hit that subscribe button and pray that there's no fire going on in California, because we've had too many. It's too early in the year. Guys, believe it or not, it actually hit 80 degrees in January, today, on Inauguration Day. Well, actually, it's a little colder today, but yesterday and the day before, it's been in the 80s in California. It's weird. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye. Hope you listen to us on YouTube, and I don't know.